You wanna take a guess what I got today? Pallets. I think it's like 6 or 7 pallets there. It's from this this store down in San Rafael that they install car stereos, and they always have pallets. And the guy asked me, he says, well, what do you do with these things? And so I explained to him, I said, well, this is, you know, there's oak on there. This is really some pretty good wood, and I can make things out of them. Check it out. There's like, I've got all of these. A lot of these have the oak runners on them. And then these two down here are these really, really big, long ones. So I think I've got some spring projects on the way. Well, it'll be a little while before spring, but at least I've got the wood for them. Someday this jig is gonna be up, and these places are gonna just start charging some sort of a fee to take their pallets. But as they are right now, it's pretty easy to get free pallets. But now I'm gonna take the camera inside because the contrast is so harsh out here. There, that's a little bit easier to manage the light in here. I also wanted to show you this. I got another board. Let me back up here so you can see the whole thing. This is another piece of Hadouk. I got it while I was down getting the pallets. And so they sold me this piece, which they cut. They have to have at least a 6-foot piece on the shelf to sell. So the piece was a little less than 9 feet. He sold this to me as a 2-foot piece because it had this bad spot up here. But anyways, it's 10 bucks for that. So Hadouk is not that expensive of a wood. But the reason I got this, it makes a really nice tone. So I think I'm gonna make a xylophone this week, but the only thing I'm not quite sure about is how to attach the little clangers, the keys, you know, that you bang on, how to attach those to the inside runners, whether I should screw them on, or I'm kind of thinking about getting some, like maybe little rubber washers or felt or something just to give them a little cushion, because I'm pretty sure it needs to have a little movement to it. So I don't know, if anybody has experience with xylophones, that would be cool. I don't really want to spend a whole lot of time worrying about tuning it and getting everything perfect. I will try to tune it. I know there's an app you can get for the phone, so I may try that. To get it close. It's gonna be a toy, so I don't think it needs to be that perfect. The other thing I was thinking about making was a pallet Christmas tree, pallet wood Christmas tree. They're all over the place. They're basically just boards, you know, made in the shape of a Christmas tree. I gotta figure out a way to make it more woodworking-y, otherwise people will gripe. But you know, I've only got 3 more videos this year. And then I'm gonna take the last week off, just a little heads up. It'll be the first week I've had off all year. Well, I took 1 week off, but I was working the whole time. But it'll be the first week without a video, second week without a video, I guess. While I have that time off, I'm gonna try to finish painting the rest of my shop walls, and I hope catch up on some things in the shop too. I hope you saw the Shut the Box game this week. It was a fun project. A lot of people told me that they would probably have made it with the 12 pieces, and I was gonna do 12 also, but then I don't know, I looked at a lot of them, and it seems like 9 is traditional for some reason rather than 12, but 12 sort of makes more sense because there's 12 dots on a pair of dice. There's a lot of different rules on Shut the Box. I really, to me, it strikes me as like poker. Poker really is boring unless you're gambling on it. There's really nothing to it. It's like playing blackjack. There would be really no purpose to play blackjack without some money involved. Also, I hope you had a chance to take a look at the wood shop, our t-shirt shop that Wyatt's doing. I think he's really doing a great job. He's handling all the ideas. People are sending lots and lots of ideas. Thank you all for your suggestions for funny t-shirt sayings. We have enough to last us probably for the next 100 years or something, I'm sure. But keep sending them in if you have any really clever ideas. We're just trying to sift through them and try to figure out what we want to keep and try to use just the best. Mainly the ones that there's some that I think are really, really funny, but they kind of are almost an inside joke, and I want these to be as appealing for as many people as possible. I had a few people ask me if I was going to do a Christmas gift buying show or something like that, and no, I'm not really gonna do that. I don't really have any suggestions for Christmas presents for woodworkers, other than the one thing I always recommend if it's a spouse or somebody who wants to buy something for a woodworker is don't buy them tools, because most woodworkers want to kind of research and buy our own tools, and so it's really not a good thing to buy for somebody if you really don't know exactly what they want. But the thing you can buy is wood. Go to a lumber yard or even online where you can buy some exotic lumber, even like, get this. Get your man some wood for Christmas. Or you can get him a truckload of pallets. I also wanted to say something about Christmas shopping and tool reviews. There's a lot of people doing these tool reviews online. Just be careful of that. There's some good tool reviews, but the first thing I would ask the person is to show you the receipt that they paid for those tools that they're reviewing. These tool companies, what they do is they send out tools to guys and then say, you know, it would be great if you just give us a review. No, give us your honest opinion of it. So of course, if the guy kind of wants the tool company to send him lots more shiny objects, he's going to do a fairly positive review. So don't expect a really unbiased opinion on those kind of tool reviews. That was my review of the tool reviews, I guess. Oh, and speaking of reviews, quick movie review. I rarely go out to see movies. I would much prefer to see movies at home when I can pause and I can go to the bathroom and not miss anything. But you know what I saw this week that I absolutely, positively loved? And I loved it so much that I saw it twice. And that's something I can't even remember the last time I went out to a movie theater and saw a movie twice. And it was Frozen. I saw Frozen, and I love everything Disney does for the most part. I just love Disney stuff. But this is, I think, a classic Disney movie. This is probably their best movie they've made in 10 or 15 years. The music is spectacular. Every song in there is so good. It's like a Broadway musical or something. The main song that everybody's going to hear is Let It Go. The Queen sings, and then in the end credit, Demi Lovato sings a version of it. So that's my movie recommendation. Go see Frozen. You'll love it. It's so good. And I guess that's about it. Just kicking it into high gear for Christmas. I'll do the xylophone this week. I'm not sure about next week, maybe that pallet Christmas tree. The week after that's gonna be my New Year's noisemaker project. I seem to do one of those every year, and I got a really cool one this year. I think I may do my end of the year wrap up. I usually do that on my main channel, but I think I'll just do it on this channel this year instead. I guess that's everything. I'll see you guys later.